Hi Envy, I am trying to learn how to play Riki. Tips.
BRTZ.
How strong do you think new EG is compared to the old one? Love the stream and GL with new secret smiley face.
What? What happened? I think that new EG is much stronger than the old one by a lot. I think what the thing over also changes is like teams generally always get stronger, but over time I don't know how strong. Like for example, like if Boba coaches their team, like coaches Liquid or something, or Steven coaches Secret, then Secret just becomes a lot better. But over time, that might not be true anymore, because Steven brought us ideas from DC. Like he made us understood how to play the early game, which is what DC was good at, but DC was shit at everything else. So if DC members join EG, then all of a sudden EG just gets by far stronger in the early game, which is what they needed, because they were fucking awful in the last patch. Like they had no idea how to push towers, but now they will understand how to push towers, like the early, like tier 1 towers. And so they'll get a lot better, but whether the players themselves are better, like it's a different question. Like, do I think AUI is better than RTZ? I don't know. AUI is pretty damn good, like, but I don't know. Is Boa better than Universe? Like, but if you ask like whether the team got stronger, it did get stronger actually, and that's how it works. It's generally very hard to say, like, because Dota is more about like Dota is not very skill oriented in the high level. Like, no one really respects that too much unless you're a blind fanboy. Like, generally the only thing that really matters in the top level is your game understanding and your understanding of draft and how to play the game. Like your skill casting and shit. Like generally people don't give a fuck. Like people at the highest level can usually cast like a hex or like whatever. It's more about the movement and like understanding of what to do as a team. Man, this is true, dude. Like nothing. Like the people who play the best are the people that understand how to play. Like, but it's not about your APM or your like whatever. Actually, it's not about that stuff. Like for example, if I wanted to teach a 3K MMR player how to get better at the game.
How did the new secret get stronger? What was the old secret bad at?
I'm not answering that question, but like for example, if I want to teach a 3K MMR player how to like get better at the game, I'm not gonna tell him to fucking. I'm not gonna watch him play and tell him to like, and drill and give him drills. You know, give him like spell casting drills, like or like whatever. You have to like click better or something. Like no, like you don't. You just tell him how to farm. You just tell him how to understand how to farm and how to fight. So, like when to fight and when to farm. And you try to like balance it out. And all of a sudden, this 3K MMR player will get significantly better, without actually getting any better in any of his spellcasting. And that's generally true for all skill levels. Like even at the highest level, like you want to teach someone how to play better. Like when you coach them, you tell them which heroes counter which heroes and like where to be on the map. Like that's what really matters at all levels. And that's the only way you can get better. Actually, you don't really get better thinking about spellcasting.
So how are you guys gonna abuse Invoker now for tournaments? Everyone knows RTZ can't play him forehead. Have you watched Shigatsu wa Kimi no USO? If so, thoughts?
It is very good. I have no idea what else to say. I think the episode 16-ish got really boring though when the main girl like stopped being on the show for like 4 episodes.
Hi Envy, can I ask you whether you still remember the $1 million dream, Carl? Oh wait, feels bad, man.
I remember.
Silence means consent, forehead. I doubt even you can't play Invoker eligible.
Envy-chan.
What did you specifically do between your infamous forum post about going pro and then actually becoming one? Was it majorly analyzing others or improving yourself?
I mean, I didn't do much, right? I just played pubs, like a lot of pubs. And then it took me a few months, and then I was like, once I was comfortable playing pubs, and I didn't feel like I was improving. Like, it depends on your rate of improvement. I felt like I was improving really fast all the time, but once it slows down, like then you have to start doing something else. You can't just keep doing the same thing and stop improving. And when I first started playing, I didn't play Dota ever. Like I played Dota like Dota 1 like a long time ago. Then I never played Dota for a long time. So when I made that post, I never even touched the game. Like I didn't even know how good I was anymore. So I just had to play. I didn't even know what the new heroes did or like what any of the items did or whatever. So I kept playing and playing and playing, and eventually, after like a few months, I realized that I'm not getting that much better. So I have to start talking to other pros and start talking to other good players and see what they think and like watch games and see what's really happening in these games. And it took me a very long time, like at least a few years, to really understand that spellcasting is absolutely useless in many like you can't think about it. Like it's useless in the sense that you actually just cannot think about it. It's something that I still let myself loose, like when I watch some games and I really want to have fun and I want to see like, you know, how pro players cast spells and stuff, and like, oh this guy hit a Ravage, wow, or like whatever, he hit a Meteor Deafening Blast or like whatever. But these things are actually very bad for you to think about, and like they make you worse, because you start when you start playing Dota, like let's say you're a top player, like even a lot of top players still do this, like you play this game, you're 6k or more, you're 7k or more, you're whatever top level player, and you watch these games and like let's say you want to be Kyo, for example, because he hits his Dark Packs or he like hits his Pounce and you're like, wow, so good, dude. Or like, you know, like people hit their spells and like Lion like blinks in and impales and like fingers, like whatever. These things are actually so useless. Like, how did the Lion even get to the position where you can use impale in the first place? Because what really matters. Like, why was the Slark originally in that position to pounce? Like, in the first place was what really matters. Like, the Invoker catching someone is what really matters, and not the actual combo. Like how did these things actually occur, and why did they actually occur is what really matters. Like, when it actually occurs is actually not what matters. Like when a team fight breaks out and a team uses their spells properly and they fucking rape someone, it's like, wow, they use all their spells properly, so they won a team fight. No, it's not what matters. It's what matters is the vision. Like, do you have vision of the fight? How come you guys jumped in the first place? Why do you guys jump in the first place? Why were you guys there in the first place? Like, these questions are the things that really matter in Dota. Like getting the opportunity to even cast these spells is what really matters, and casting the spell itself is actually super irrelevant. I mean, only like 2k more players can't really cast spells, honestly, at like 3k. Like anything above 4k, like even like the most garbage like Invoker 4k player who spams Invoker can cast like refresher combos easily. Even 4k MMR players can like micro Naga Illusions with Radiance if they practice hard enough. Not very hard, honestly. It's extremely easy. You guys are actually fucking stupid if you think 4Ks can't micro illusions. I'll tell you that pro players cannot micro illusions if they don't play Naga. Like if I gave Naga to PvD and I told him to fucking micro, he's like 7.5k. You know, you think he can play Naga? No, he can't play Naga because he hasn't played Naga. Even 4Ks can fucking micro Naga illusions if they play the hero. Of course, you can't play anything if you can't play the hero. you think a 4K player that has 100 Naga games can't play Naga? Like, you guys are retarded. It's actually so easy. Maybe like 4.4K or something. No, it's not a shot. It's not even a shots fired. You can't play every hero in the game. That's not how it works. You have to like spam random or something, and that's generally just a waste of time. But I can't play like many of these heroes. I don't know what the fuck that they do. I mean, that's not true, but like, I'll feel very uncomfortable playing these heroes, like some of these heroes.
Like that